Y'all saw Miss Smokey a little bit earlier, but she was acting up. So what we're getting ready to do right now is we're just gonna get a little red onion and some green pepper diced up into the olive oil, which I got about 2 tablespoons here. Just coated the bottom gently. I'm just gonna toss the onion and the green pepper in there just gently, so we can go ahead and get the meat in for the red beans and black beans. All right. Forgot to mention that I was going to peel and dice a little. Not really dice. I'm just gonna slice this because I like to find surprise garlic inside of my red beans and rice. I just like it. It's just interesting to me. Sorry, I seem more knuckled than anything, but I'm gonna go ahead and work on this, and I'll be back. So when it comes down to the red and black beans, we have went ahead and poured in our black beans and our red beans into our crock pot, to our slow cooker. Right now it's on a high heat, and I'm going to leave it separate just like that. But this, instead of it being water, is going to thicken up. It's going to be real nice. I'm going to go ahead and make my rice in a separate pot so that those who want rice can have it. Other than that, they can have the sausage and beans and enjoy. I'm going to go ahead and put the lid on for right now until everything else starts browning. See you in a few minutes. Meanwhile, back in our little frying pan, these girls are having a good little relationship. They're on separate ends of the party, but we're going to get them all together. Yes, we are. We got our garlic in here, which I left it kind of sliced. See, this is the garlic right here. And I did red just for color, because you know red beans and rice could be a little boring. So we're going to go ahead and get that kind of stirred up together. Get that going. And then over here, I'm going to bring down my sausage. Here we go. Bring my sausage down, and I'm going to chop it up, and I'm going to do them on an angle as thin as I possibly can. I'm going to add them here to make them crispy, and then we're going to put them over in the red and black beans. So as you can see, I picked up where I left off with it. I cut the sausage up, and I'm adding it to the green pepper. If you notice, the red peppers are not as red as they anymore. They're more like a rosy color. So I put all that sausage, and I'm going to use both of them because I got a meat eater of a set of gentlemen in my life, and they like meat. And so that's what we're doing. So here we are, and we're going to let this simmer till it gets brown, and we'll come back. Okay, guys, so I mentioned I'm making some healthy eats. So I'm using white ground pepper in my red beans and rice, and I'm going to put that onto the meat. This is a favorite spoon. This is Sally right here. This is a favorite spoon. This pan dough. You know, on an electric stove, sometimes they do what they want to do. Let me show y'all the soup. Isn't that pretty? Ooh, pretty. Beautiful. That's still going. So I'm going to have a combination. I'm going to have soup in the house for those who want soup, and those who really want to be down with some meats will have that. But in the meanwhile, I put a little bit of some magical stuff because it's that time and COVID and all that great stuff. Show y'all what else we got in the house. Oops, a couple of sprinkles. And I usually do it like that. That spices the meat up pretty good. So when it goes into the beans, not a whole lot of work to do. I'm doing this with one hand, guys. I don't know where my tripod is. I haven't done a video in a while. And I put the black pepper over here because in order for the one to work, you have to use it with the other. It doesn't matter if you use coarse or which, but I've already done that. So I like to season these. And again, I put a little cayenne on it because it helps the rouge in the beans. And I just put a little bit of that to make the world a little happier. And then we swash that up. And then when it gets down into the beans, oh, it's going to make a beautiful, beautiful fluff. Now, I decided not to drop my rice into the beans because I had an experience before, which was pretty good, but it was a little soupy. I did not like that soupy texture. Not soupy, but it was more mushy, not really soupy, of the red beans and rice. So I'm going to just do the traditional, but I'm going to do it where the meat is actually in the beans and the rice is going to be separate. Okay. I'll come back to you guys in a little bit. Let's let this olive oil do her magic, and I'll come back to you guys shortly when we move on to the next level. Again, I'm going to brown this. Alright, see you guys shortly. I asked it to have like a quarter, maybe 1/3 pound of ground beef in there, y'all. Just kind of just extend it and surprise the meat eaters in my life. A little more meat. As you can see, the turmeric colored it, the oil more than anything. Okay. So now we're gonna head on over to the crock pot. Okay, and I opted to go with some rice too in a separate pot. I'm gonna use my rice pot. Let me show you what I do. I always keep a kettle of boiling water going. I'm just gonna fill it up, and I always eyeball my rice. Eyeball it to about right there. I'm telling y'all, I do everything eyeballed. Nothing fancy. I like the basmati, but I didn't have any. I got some long grain, and I didn't have no Carolina. I'm just gonna do this. And what I do is just under the water line, under the line of water, I'll fill this up with rice. And generally, as long as it's not like some crazy kind of rice, I usually get, so I like the Spanish rice better. There's something about it. It just cooks up great to me. And I'm just going to use the same spatula, ingredients and all. I do have a little bit of sea salt in there. I always do that. Interesting, but true. I know. Oops. Sounds like I already opened the bag of this rice. So I'm going to get this dumped in. Well, looks like somebody opened the other end for me. Excuse me. What is that? Oh, that's from the veggies. Yeah, I had an injury here. Okay. Had some. So I'm going to take a whole pan of meat and put it in. I got one here, y'all. So I'm going to dump the dump move. All the vegetables and go in, and I'll come back. It's so good. Nice and spicy. I love it. Nothing else now. That's good. Oh, my back is killing. Wow. Ugh. Ooh, it's done. Put that shit in. Okay, let's just take a quick look at everybody in the crock pot. Ooh, Petey. And in about an hour, that'll be completely done. Let's go over and take a look at the soup. Ooh, beautiful. And that is my super. Time saving 2 meals at one time.